Hello and welcome back to the NASCAR International 2D series. Um, Yesterday we had a very exciting race with Heikkinen. Well, not very exciting. It was mostly dominated by Heikkinen, Fullerton, and Vandermeer. Muller came fourth, and then Hoffman came fifth. That rounds off your top five. Red Fury is leading the Constructors Championship by 9 points. And then there's another 5 point deficit to Bullet Racing, and Bolt Racing is even further behind, and then Blizzard, Fast Force, Energy Racing, they're with all in like a few points of each other. So, anyways, today we're doing Monaco, and we're only going to do a seven. No, I think we're gonna do 80 laps Monaco. Hold up. Yeah, 80 laps is what we're gonna do. The qualifying is gonna last 2 laps. By the way, that was a mistake by me yesterday that I forgot to do the qualifying. That I will not do that again. But we should be alright. Yes, all this is clear. And we will continue to Monaco. Yes, see, now you get to see them qualify. Looks like Muller is in first right now. He's extending that gap. Well, he's actually he is a full car length ahead. Muller is absolutely dominating this qualifying right now. Heikkinen is in second still. Vertanen in third, and no, Fullerton just jumped everybody there. Fullerton's challenging Muller, and Fullerton looks like he just took the lead there in qualifying. Fullerton and Muller are probably going to be the two dominant forces in this race. That's my guess by this qualifying. But as we have seen in the past, the qualifying does not translate to the race. So you go by the swimming pool section and into Larascas. Wait, no. Yeah, that's the final corner. Okay, Sandoval up the hill into Casino Square. Whatever this is. This would be the tunnel thing, but it's not. Then the Nouvelle Chicane. In the swimming pool section again. And Fullerton is absolutely demolishing the qualifying here. And Bastelarascas and into the lead. Fullerton goes. Fullerton is he's 6/10 ahead of everybody else. It's a full corner over pretty much everybody else. Alright, let's start the race. Fullerton in first, Muller in second, Heikkinen in third. Looks like Muller, Heikkinen, and Fullerton are 3 wide going into Malibu, and oh my goodness, Fullerton had a pretty bad start. Muller takes the lead for Tannen in second, Heikkinen in third, Fullerton now in fourth. He's challenged by Vandermeer, now he's in fifth, and looks like Vertanen might be challenging Muller for the lead here, and Muller just gets shoved by Vertanen, and Heikkinen takes the lead. Vandermeer passes Muller, so it looks like Muller is having some issues. But Heikkinen, once again, is taking an early lead here. I think Muller might be challenging him a little bit more than last race, as Vandermeer goes through into second place. Vandermeer looks like he could also be a challenger in this race, as Heikkinen already is pulling a almost quarters of a second gap to everybody else, but Muller's catching up. As Fullerton looks like he's battling Vandermeer down there. Fullerton is, Muller is going at Heikkinen right here into the Rascas and out of the final corner. What will the gap be? The gap will be 7.72 seconds. It looks like Heikkinen's gaining a little bit here. I hope Heikkinen just doesn't dominate this race like he did last race. He led most of the laps. So far, Heikkinen has led every single lap on lap 4 of this Monaco race. Heikkinen is wow. He's ahead by a second and a second and a half over Vandermeer, and it looks like he actually might be dominating again, which would be quite sad because I want to see some competitive racing instead of just Heikkinen dominating the sport. As for the tire durability, the durability for this track is 8 to 12 laps. You should see people start pitting around lap 9 to 11. That sounded weird, but I don't think anybody's going to go out to lap 12. You see, the tires are already wearing very quickly around here, and Heikkinen has extended his gap around to 2 seconds. And Vertanen looks like he's battling Vandermeer here. Vertanen gets a good run off that corner, and up the hill, Vertanen flies past. But he might be coming back near Malibu and... Not Malibu, but... I always forget the name of that corner, I'm sorry. Heikkinen is... With them fighting, Heikkinen is ahead by 2.27 seconds. Now it's closing. Looks like Vertanen might be challenging Heikkinen here soon. He's gaining a lot on him, other than that last little corner. Looks like Heikkinen is struggling on these tires. He hit the wall there. So did Vertanen, I think. Heikkinen still leads here at your Monaco race. Well, the second Monaco race, but Vertanen, he looks like he's catching up. He's under a second behind Heikkinen now, other than maybe he's just catching up in the last sector, because it looks like Vertanen really does really well in that last sector, and Heikkinen, he is well in every other sector. Let's see, does anybody pit here? Vertanen does. Vertanen does pit. I want to see if there's any other people who pit. Fullerton does, his teammate. Smith and Peters do. Peters, hopefully he doesn't have that glitch that he did last race. Ivanov, he also pits. So does Garcia, Parker, Mortson, Gonzalez, Gerard, Leroy, and Fisher. Heikkinen pits. Where's Muller? Muller's in 4th. And they've already made their pit stop. Muller, Vandermeer, and Vertanen have already made their pit stop. What's the gap going to be? Ooh, Vertanen's right on the tail of Heikkinen here. But Vertanen has heated up tires, so he'll be able to maybe challenge Heikkinen for the lead here. Let's see. Going to the Nouvelle Chicane. He's not going to make the pass there. He might make it in the swimming pool or La Rascasse. He will not. Maybe he'll make it in Sandoval, but it looks like he might not be gaining too much anymore. Vertanen takes a wide line there, and he looks like he'll go down the inside towards Marabou or whatever it's called. Sorry, again. But Vertanen looks like he might make a move towards the Nouvelle Chicane, right on his bumper, and he cannot make the move. And Heikkinen leads through lap 13 here at Monaco. Vertanen looks like he's on a charge, though. Looks like he might dive down the inside here and going into what would be the tunnel section if they actually built the tunnel in this game. But they didn't, because they wanted people to see the racing instead of just looking at a tunnel. And Vertanen looks like he will... Ooh, he hit the wall there. But Vertanen dives down the inside. He takes the lead here in Monaco. Wow, this is more exciting than last race for 100% sure. Leroy getting in the action there as the lap driver. I think he's the second driver to be lapped. Looks like Heikkinen he might be fighting back towards Vertanen here. Vertanen, he had a pretty quiet last race, finishing in like P6 or 7 or something. As of right now, in your championship leader would be Heikkinen, because he finished first and right now he's second. I think Muller... No, it would be Fullerton in second, and then Muller maybe in third, and Heikkinen... Vertanen in 4th. Vertanen looks like he's being challenged by Heikkinen here. Heikkinen might be going for a dive in Saint-Devat. No, he will not be, but up the tunnel... up the hill, he will get past. I was not expecting him to get past there. That's one of the toughest positions to pass in this entire track. And I think Vertanen might be coming back for it. Vertanen goes 3 wide with Gerard. Gerard is kind of screwing everybody up. But Vertanen takes the lead just in time to lead the lap. For the 17th lap here at Monaco. Sorry there, I was like coughing. So, Heikkinen looks like he might be coming back towards the Nouvelle Chicane, but honestly gotta pass before then. But Vertanen gets past in the swimming pool section. One exciting race here at Monaco, and Vandermeer pits. Vandermeer is pitted. I wonder what the gap will be. I think Vandermeer needed to pull out all the books in the strategy because he was not catching, and it looks like somebody might pit here. Sorry. Heikkinen is quite far behind Virtanen, but I think Virtanen is going to duck into the pits here, and he will. Heikkinen continues on for one more lap. And you have a new leader here at Monaco, but that's due to pit stop cycles. Heikkinen he will probably be struggling, and he is struggling on these on these old tires. Virtanen, on the other hand, he is pitted twice, and he looks like he's not struggling at all on these new tires, despite them being really cold. Okay, Heikkinen pits. What will the gap be? Just look for a blue car on the outside of the pit lane. There's Virtanen. What will the gap be? He will demolish him. Demolish Heikkinen. Vandermeer's in second. Wow, what an amazing strategy call. And Muller is in third. Wow, Heikkinen screwed himself by going long there. But he is fighting back against his teammate Muller. And Vandermeer looks like he's under pressure from the both. And though there's some fighting going on, Muller gets an amazing exit there. And he will take second place from Vandermeer. But Parker is getting in the way here. 3 wide. What an amazing show. And Vandermeer takes the lead, takes second place off of Muller and Heikkinen. Heikkinen just gets shoved by, I think, Vandermeer there. And Muller is taking a very bad line through that last sector there. As Vandermeer and Heikkinen, they're both battling up. And Virtanen looks like he's taking a comfortable lead in Monaco. Heikkinen, he is on the charge. Vandermeer is in third. He's also on the charge. Muller is content where he's staying. Virtanen, he just needs to conserve his tires at this point. Virtanen's next pit is in tire wear. If he can somehow stretch this stint, he might be good, but he might also pit early. If he pits early, that also benefits him, but he just needs to not pit at the wrong time. That would be devastating to his race and strategy here at Monaco. Heikkinen, on the other hand, he basically needs to do what he didn't do last stint, and go long. He needs to go short this stint to make up for the lost time. Virtanen, on the other hand, he looks like he's struggling on these tires, and he's only around 9/10 behind Virtanen. 9/10 ahead of Heikkinen. I apologize, but looks like Virtanen and Heikkinen will be battling soon. I'd say on lap 26 they might be closer together, and Virtanen moves by Fischer. Fischer might prove to be a nuisance in this battle. And yes, he is holding up Heikkinen. Heikkinen is being held up by Fischer, not anymore. Heikkinen's on the charge. He attempts an overtake through the Nouvelle Chicane on the outside. What an amazing move by Heikkinen there. As Virtanen moves into second and Heikkinen moves into first in this Monaco Grand Prix. But Leroy looks like he's holding up Heikkinen. And Virtanen makes a move through what would be the hairpin there. But Heikkinen's moving back. Around the outside, he tried the same thing again. He did not work, but coming up to the Larascas, Virtanen pits very early, I think. They could have stretched that stint one more lap, I think. But Heikkinen, Heikkinen looks like he might go longer, because he pitted like 2 laps, I think 2 laps longer than Virtanen, Vandermeer, Muller in the group. So all Heikkinen needs to do is just pit later, and he will not pit this lap. Going on to lap 28 here at Monaco. This is proving to be a very exciting race up at the front. Let's take a look at the midfield. There's some exciting battles going on with Gerard and Fernandez, and Gerard pits. But Heikkinen is now moving on. I think he will not pit this lap. Smith is in the way. The gap is... The gap to second is 4.96 seconds. And now Virtanen is catching because Gerard is holding him up there. And Heikkinen is now almost not a pit stop behind. He needs to pit this lap, and he will, to prevent any more time loss. And Vertanen, Vandermeer, Muller, and there's Ryan might go flying through here. Vandermeer's through. Muller, he will be through. Ryan will not be through, however. But Vertanen is in first. Vandermeer in second. Muller in third, but Muller's being challenged by Heikkinen right here. Heikkinen in fourth once again, and then Ryan in fifth. Ryan has been he's been consistent this race. He's probably been the only driver who has been stuck in his position. And Vertanen still leads this race. The field is starting to get more spread out, I have noticed, but there's less spreading out than normal than last race, at least. Than last race. Most of the cars are within a second of each other, and that's when the battles happened. And Heikkinen is still struggling to go past Muller here. That's very bad for him. As of right now, your championship leader will be Vertanen. But Heikkinen can make these positions up, and he looks like he might be trying to gain on Muller here. Muller did not have a good exit through that corner there, but he will not attempt to move. Well, he's too far back, frankly, to attempt to move. But Ivanov is holding him up. Ivanov just pretty much erased the entire gap that Heikkinen had diminished, and he's still doing that. Ivanov is blocking Heikkinen. Is he a double agent for Muller or something? For the other guys? Oh, sorry. I apologize for that happening again. Let's hope the coverage is a little better. And I don't accidentally click the outside of the thing. This looks like it will be a very exciting race. And now there's 3 lapped cars in between Heikkinen and Muller. And Muller is storming ahead despite, oh my goodness, Heikkinen he didn't get past all of them in one lap. But Smith is fighting for his lap. Great effort by Smith to fight for his lap back, but he could not pull it off here. I think that would be the hairpin, but Vertanen still leads by, I'd say that's like 4 seconds over Heikkinen. Heikkinen is first major challenger. Muller and Vandermeer have pit. Vertanen will probably pit this lap because that's what his pit cycles have been doing. Pit 1 lap later than the rest of them. But Heikkinen will go, I'd say, 2 laps longer. Heikkinen is not struggling as much as Vertanen on these tires, but Vertanen still gains. I'm dumb, I guess. So Vertanen, he will pit this lap. Heikkinen will not. Heikkinen barely gets past him. But Vandermeer will get past. Vertanen. Vandermeer is well past. Will Muller get past? That's the question. No, Muller will not get past. Vandermeer looks like the car to beat here in Monaco now because of this pit cycle, and Heikkinen will not duck into the pits. That's very. He's trying a long game. He is trying a long game. He might actually complete 12 laps on these tires, even though he's only completing 9 or 10 now. Vandermeer in second. He looks like he's catching, though. Vertanen might make a move on Vandermeer for second, though. But Fischer gets in the way. But Vertanen does not care. Vandermeer, Vertanen, and Muller are all right next to each other, and Heikkinen looks like he'll get past while he pits here. Yes, he will. He'll get passed by everybody except Ryan. Ryan gets passed by Fullerton here at Monaco. Heikkinen is another further 2 seconds behind Vandermeer. And through everybody else, that's even further. But Muller moves into the lead. We just caught it there. And Vertanen looks like he's fighting back. But Vandermeer passes Vertanen. And Muller now takes the lead for, I'd say, the second time in this entire championship. Muller has not been up there with his teammate Heikkinen. Heikkinen has been the most impressive driver from Red Fury Racing here in this championship so far. But Vandermeer is right on the back bumper of Muller. And Vandermeer might make a move down the inside. No, he will not. It's too far back. But Vandermeer might make a move on the outside of Sandoval, and he will. And Virtanen flies past the both of them while they were fighting. But Virtanen gets passed further by Vandermeer, and Vandermeer maintains, well, no, he maintains the lead. But Virtanen passes him in the Nouvelle Chicane. Very impressive move on the outside there. And he retakes the lead. If I had to pick to win, it'd probably be Virtanen, Muller, or Vandermeer. Heikkinen is pretty much a non-factor anymore. Watch him win this race. That's my luck. I say he's a non-factor. Watch him win this race. Come on, man. As we are more than halfway complete with this Monaco Grand Prix, and this race has been going on for just over 20 minutes now. Oh, whoops, that's not what I want. Okay, there we go. And Vandermeer has been gapped by Virtanen. Virtanen might actually pit this lap because he looks like he's struggling on these tires. I think he won't. He doesn't need to pit for another lap, but he might. And no, he will not. But Vandermeer might. No, they do not. But Heikkinen is right there. As I say, Heikkinen is not a threat. Heikkinen moves into second place past Vandermeer. And we have a race going on with Heikkinen. I was very wrong about Heikkinen not being a non-factor. Heikkinen is still a factor in this race, and he is gaining on Virtanen. But Virtanen might pit this lap. That's the only thing, and he will. Virtanen pits this lap. Heikkinen goes past. Muller pits. Heikkinen goes into the lead with Vandermeer right on him. Vandermeer is gaining through the hill section. Vandermeer through Mirabeau, through this tight section, but Heikkinen gains through there, and the Nouvelle Chicane looks like they'll gain. The Nouvelle Chicane is more like a bus stop in these stock cars, and Heikkinen will pit along with Vandermeer. Now it is a question: will Virtanen will most likely fly through here? And will take a very dominant lead. Look at that. Look at that. Look how big of a lead he took. And DuPont, I think DuPont might have the glitch. DuPont might have the glitch of Peters for the second race in a row. I haven't even noticed anything. Let's go on DuPont's camera here. Muller in second. Okay, let's see. Is DuPont? Yeah, he has the glitch, I think. Oh no, he has to block again. He might actually start affecting people. He is starting to affect people. Look at this. It's not good. Now he has regular. No, he doesn't have regular speed anymore because he got pushed out of the way. And meanwhile, Virtanen is still ahead. But there's a battle for second, third, and fourth here between Vandermeer and Muller. And Muller's getting held up by that pack there. I think the entire field's going to be in that pack soon enough. Virtanen's getting... looked like he was losing time a little there. But he's alright. Yep, Virtanen keeps on trucking there. And Heikkinen is in second. Heikkinen is catching by a little bit each lap. Vandermeer and Heikkinen are battling right now. Virtanen is still in first. Heikkinen moves into second. Vandermeer is in third. Muller's in fourth. Fullerton in fifth. Once again with that impressive with that equipment. Sanchez is in sixth. Hoffman in seventh. Ryan in eighth. Fernandez in ninth. Peters in 10th. Recovering from that glitch that DuPont now has. Ivanov in 11th. Smith in 12th. Garcia in 13th. Parker in 14th. Gonzalez in 15th, Mortensen in 16th, Gerard in 17th, Leroy, Fisher, and DuPont round out the field. Yeah, DuPont's getting absolutely screwed here. He got that glitch that Peters had. See, he'll be pit lane speed, and then he'll be normal speed. Or maybe he's just slow everywhere, or I'm just dumb. He actually might just be slow everywhere. I might just be dumb. Never mind. I think he's slow everywhere. As Virtanen still maintains his lead, Heikkinen is behind him. Heikkinen is not putting up much of a fight right now, but Smith looks like he held Virtanen up in that last sector there. As Heikkinen, Virtanen pits. Vandermeer goes down the inside of Heikkinen moves out of the way, and Vandermeer is in second now. And it looks like they might pit here in Monaco on lap 54 it will be. Now Virtanen is gaining on Muller. Muller will be definitely passed by these guys. Virtanen, do the other guys pit? They do. Everybody else pits. DuPont holds them up. But it looks like Virtanen will take a dominant lead here at Monaco. And yes, he will. He will take an absolutely dominant lead. Look at that. He's over 4 seconds, almost 5 seconds ahead. It's an amazing gap. Virtanen is in the best position of any driver here at Monaco, dominating the race. And now pretty much the only interest here is in this battle for second, third, and fourth, as they're pretty well spaced out after they pit. Vandermeer in second, Muller in third, Heikkinen in fourth, Fullerton in fifth, Sanchez in sixth, Hoffman in eighth, Ryan in seventh. I'm not doing this. Yikes. Vandermeer is getting pressured by Muller here. Heikkinen is back and forth, and DuPont, yeah, he has the glitch. He's normal speed. See? He's normal speed everywhere else but the pit lane. So, yeah. That's weird. As there's not really any shuffling going on, and now finally on lap 56, the field is starting to get a lot more spread out than it was before. The battle between teammates in third and fourth might be interesting, but Virtanen is by far, I'd say, the best driver today. He has been leading. I think he's led the most laps. Heikkinen has led at the beginning. Then it was Muller for a while. Then it was Vandermeer for a couple laps. Then Virtanen just took the lead from, I'd say, lap 20 to lap maybe 50, like, continuing. Based on the strategy, there will be either 2 or 3 more pit stops left in this race. I hope there will be only 1 or 2 more, because that will make things more interesting, as Muller might move past Vandermeer here. We will catch if the cameraman decides to, go. But Muller is now behind Vandermeer by quite some margin. And Heikkinen is struggling with lapped cars. Lapped cars is what screwed Heikkinen in this race. But you know what? That's a part of the rules of this racing. You have to make your way past the lapped cars, and if they challenge you back, there's nothing you can do about it. There's just nothing you can do about lapped cars, and you just need to move past. That's what you need to do. And DuPont has regular speed everywhere else but the pit lane. See, he's just, yeah. His AI is kind of just dumb. But Vandermeer looks like he's catching, like severely catching Virtanen here. Oh my goodness. There's 20 laps remaining at Monaco, and Virtanen will not pit. Vandermeer will not as well. Virtanen is losing time to Vandermeer. As I was talking about Virtanen being the dominant car here, Vandermeer looks like he might make his way past Virtanen. And Virtanen's not taking a good line through there, but Vandermeer cannot take advantage of that. Virtanen is still ahead by a little bit going into the Nouvelle Chicane. Will Virtanen pit? Yes, he will, but Vandermeer is behind DuPont. Vandermeer, I think he got forced into the pit lane. But Muller and Heikkinen now take the lead. Fullerton in first, DuPont in... No, DuPont's... I was getting him confused. Vandermeer just got screwed by DuPont there, and he might be in fourth now. Muller and Heikkinen are in first and second. But they'll pit this lap, I think. Muller pits, Heikkinen pits. They both pit, and Virtanen just goes flying past them again. Vandermeer will not be caught. Will not cost him second and third. And Muller is, I think he's through on Heikkinen. The best thing that Muller could do right now is let Heikkinen pass and let him charge near the first. And there will be 1 more pit stop left in this race. Unless somebody makes a dumb move, but yeah. As we admire, let's just take a second to admire the, like how well the developers did this track. They included everything but the tunnel. But the tunnel, I understand. They could have made it a clear tunnel, but they decided not to. I get why. There's a swimming pool that's in real life, and then there's buildings all over. It's a city, so it has buildings. There's Casino Square. That's what it's called. I am so sorry. I forgot what Casino Square is called. I am, bruh. It's just the only words. It has the Mediterranean Sea with all the yachts on the side. The beautiful French Riviera. And Muller looks like he's going to be challenging Vandermeer. And Heikkinen just off the pace here. Heikkinen is not on the pace. He is just struggling on these tires on this circuit. It's just not his day, I think. And as of right now, the leader of your championship will be Virtanen, I think at least. It depends on who finishes where. If Heikkinen can make up another position, it might be Fullerton. Fullerton has had a quiet, just consistent race. Fullerton he's not been the best driver out there today, but he's not been the worst either. He's made up positions. He started in, I think, 7th, and he's made up positions, and he's just stayed where he is. It sounds harder than it is, but it is hard. It's hard. It's harder than you think it is. As they go through the Casino Square and onto what would be the tunnel straight, but it isn't. On a Nouvelle chicane, Virtanen goes, and there goes past the swimming pool section into the Rascasse, into the final corner, and that's the lap over. 69th lap. That's nice, but moving on there. Vandermeer I thought he was fighting Muller there. Muller, see, they're all spaced out now. That's the problem with the longer races with more pit stops is that they tend to get a lot more spaced out, and it's it's a little more less fun. So, yeah. Going on to lap 70 here with Vandermeer. But Muller looks like he's gaining on Virtanen. Virtanen is right there. Whoa. Yeah, Virtanen is right there. Muller might be making a move here in the swimming pool section. That's my prediction, at least. And he's too far back. But Virtanen pits. This will be his final pit of the race. Unless his AI make a stupid mistake or something like that. But Muller, he's ahead. He looks like he's losing time, however. Vandermeer did not pit. Heikkinen pit, though. Heikkinen did pit there. But I think Heikkinen might be too far back to get any notable advantage from pitting there. Vandermeer and Muller pits. I'm just curious to see where Heikkinen comes out, because I don't think he's coming out anywhere close to... But meanwhile, Virtanen... wait, never mind. Yeah, see... the prediction was where I thought it was. But Muller is a lot closer to Virtanen than I thought he was. Muller gained a lot on that straight. He might be attempting a move once again through the swimming pool section, but he's too far back. Going through the Rascasse. Parker gets in the way, and Muller moves into the lead here at Monaco with 7 laps or 6 laps or 8 laps. 8 laps remaining here at this Monaco Grand Prix. Virtanen is getting held up by these lap cars, but so is Muller. Muller is not taking his ideal line. Virtanen looks like he might be trying to bump him there. Didn't work. Mortensen. Well, Virtanen dives down the inside in the Rascasse. It does not work in vain, however, but Virtanen goes on the inside in Sandoval, and they take the lead, but DuPont got in the way there. Muller is on the inside. Did not work there. Muller is pushing, I say. Muller and Virtanen will have a good finish, I say. Vandermeer, don't count him out of this. If these two make a mistake, Vandermeer will be here to capitalize on it. Heikkinen stuck where he is. Fullerton is as well. Sanchez is. Hoffman is. Ryan is. Peters is. Fernandez, he can gain on Peters, but that's about it. Ivanov, he's stuck. Smith, he's stuck. Garcia, he can maybe gain on Smith. Parker, he's stuck. Gonzalez, stuck. Mortensen, he's stuck. Gerard, stuck. And then, of course, you have... How far behind is he? What the... No. Okay, there we go. Vertanen's still in the lead, but DuPont holds him up a little there. Muller did not get held up by DuPont. 4 laps remaining. Muller looks like he might make a move here. It's that entry to that corner that is ultra important here at Monaco, to that Nouvelle chicane. But Muller's still right on the back bumper of Vertanen, and Vertanen is passed by Muller on the inside of Sandbot as they go through the Casino Square and onto the Tunnel Straight. And this would be the Tunnel Straight. There goes the Nouvelle chicane. Vertanen's getting held up by Leroy with 3 laps to go here at the Monaco Grand Prix. Heikkinen is starting to catch up a little bit, but that's too late. He needed to catch up like yesterday. Gonzalez kind of holds up Vertanen, but Vertanen's starting to really struggle here. But Vandermeer gets held up by DuPont there. And it looks like Vandermeer might get through on Vertanen, and Vertanen will stay ahead. For now, these two are really close together, and it's 2 laps to go here at Monaco. Vertanen needs to be on a charge to even match Muller in pace. Muller is pulling, he's pulled away, he's pulled a decent gap. 1.5 laps to go here at Monaco. Vandermeer and Vertanen look like they will be fighting, which will pretty much guarantee the win for Muller, unless Muller does something stupid, which I have seen the AI do in this game. But last lap, white flag in the air. Muller takes it, sponsored by Credit One Bank. And this battle between Vertanen and Vandermeer, actually, yes, Vandermeer gets through, but Vertanen gets through. This is exciting. Vandermeer is through. Vertanen looks like he might get through as well. Vertanen, he will make a move on Rascast. That's his final chance. He's way too far back. And you have your race results. Muller first, Vandermeer second, Vertanen third, Heikkinen fourth, Fullerton fifth, Sanchez sixth, Ryan seventh, Hoffman eighth, Fernandez ninth, Peters 10th, Ivanov 11th, Garcia 12th, Smith 13th, Parker 14th, but Parker's like right behind him. Gonzalez 15th, Mortensen 16th, Gerard 17th, Leroy 18th, Fisher 19th, and DuPont 20th. This was an exciting race. DuPont is he's on lap 62 still. But there you have it, your points. Muller is in first. He finished first. Let's just look at the points here. And Muller is in first he's tied with his teammate Heikkinen on point. Vandermeer is close behind along with Fullerton. Then there's quite a bit of a gap between Vertanen, Hoffman, Ryan, Sanchez, Fernandez, Garcia. Yeah. And the first team to 100 points will be Red Fury, as predicted. And that's the round 2 of the NASCAR 2D International Series done. And anyways, guys, thank you for watching. All of you have a happy New Year's. I hope you guys just stay safe. And goodbye.